How's it going, boys, girls, and squirrels, and welcome back to another couple of episodes of the case study of Vanitas. The last two episodes we watched has me pretty fully on board with Vanitas now. Not the character, but the show as a whole. Episode 5 was genuinely like a great episode of television, loved a lot about it, and episode 6 had some peak gay shit. Out of all of the ambiguously gay shows I've watched on this channel with ambiguously gay iconic moments, I'm so shocked that Vanitas and Noe's rooftop conversation at the end of episode 6 isn't in the pantheon of like iconic gay anime moments. I feel like it should be up there, right alongside the proposal scene from Yuri on Ice. Like, it was that beautiful. So I get it now. It feels like all of the pieces have finally slid into place, making me realize why this show is so popular. Hopefully it maintains that level of hype, whether it be through its like visual and emotional beauty, or just like high quality of stories like episode 5 had. But I guess we'll never know if we never watch it, so let's get into the case study of Vanitas.
Would you permit me to ask you a question?
All right, out with it then.
Can you please explain to me what love is?
Whoa, hey, that's cheating! You can't just open the episode with them being blatantly gay for each other. You gotta have a little more subtlety than that. Alright, at least pretend this show isn't designed to generate fan art. Season 5 of Bungo Stray Dogs didn't open with Dazai slapping Chuya on the ass with one hand and choking Atsushi with the other.
Oh no, it was nothing.
Yeah, it literally was nothing. Noe didn't really help at all, did he? Notice how all of those flashbacks were of Vanitas saving the day? All Noe did was get tuckered out and try and score as many cuddles as he possibly could.
I agree, Noe. Let us bid you thanks, please.
Oh, I thought she was gonna be like, I agree, Noe. Really gotta start pulling your weight around here.
Obviously, I'm aware that no curse bearers met their end at the hands of Aburo. That's thanks to him, though I hate to admit it.
Can't blame this kid. I wouldn't want to thank a guy looking at me like that either. That was the most punchable face I have ever seen. I can literally feel my fist being drawn towards the screen as if attracted by some sort of fist magnet. How can you not hate a guy looking at you like,
The way in which you behave towards Jean upon being introduced! You were quite bored with your advances.
Ah, you mean our kiss?
He means your assault.
Exactly. So I think perhaps you had better begin by apologizing for that.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie!
Never mind, Vanitas just won me over. Whoopsie is such a solid defense, regardless of the transgression. He did a whoopsie. What do you want from the guy? Nobody's perfect. You've taken all that I was, all that I am, and all I can ever be. What have you to say for yourself? Whoopsie! You know what, don't even worry about it, little scamp.
You're a real thorn in my side, kid. Who am I supposed to be apologizing to anyway?
Obviously Jean.
To Jean, obviously!
I see. Well, in that case, there's no need. For Jean and I have fallen madly in love.
I feel like we should be having this conversation around a table of lawyers, not a table of pastries.
See? The proof's right here. Jean and I already have quite an intimate relationship.
Put your hickey away, you sicko. Nobody wants to see that. I know that this is some, like, vampire curse mark, but I love the idea of some creep using a hickey as some sort of, like, galaxy-brained power move. We aren't in love, Jonathan, so drop it. Oh, we're not, are we? Then how would you explain this? You gave that to yourself. Why would I give you a hickey on your arm? Because I have a tender neck, Samantha, you know that! You know the worst part about this whole bit is that I had to give myself a hickey on my arm to do it.
It's not true! I have absolutely no memory of doing that!
Come now. Can't you at least recognize your own mark?
Yeah, Jean, you're definitely gonna want to get your lawyers in here.
It can't be. Please tell me there's been some kind of mistake. Master, is this really the sort of man that interests you?
Oh god, and now this kid's the worst too, isn't he? Gotta love this weird little kid trying to preserve this grown woman's suck virginity for him.
The sound of it made everyone go mad. And that momentary loss of control is what caused Jana to attack and drink my blood.
Is that what happened, John?
Yeah, and also you being like, please suck my whittle neck, I want it so bad!
Now it makes sense! After all, I'm sure you have to be completely out of your mind to leave your mark on a worthless, foolish, ugly piece of garbage like him, so that was the only possible explanation.
Can somebody get this kid a comb and fix his fucking hair? This kid walked into the barber shop and was like, yo, hook me up with the sad baby cow cut.
Sorry, Master Luca. I need to borrow him for a bit. I'll be right back.
Damn, once you get a taste, the thirst keeps coming. Jean's just like, hey, is your name Vanitas? Because if I need that ass!
What is it?
I should go after them.
Noe's over here like, I need that ass too!
I can suppress my thirst for blood as long as I take my medicine.
But nothing, my sweet Vanitas, can suppress my thirst for that booty. Look, I don't want to speak for all women, because I know the female experience is far different from the male experience, but I feel like most of them don't want to have their hair violently tousled after admitting they have vampire AIDS.
The blood you drink has to be mine and mine alone.
What?
Could you stop making this relationship so fucking weird? Just let her drink other people. Why are you forcing this woman to make you her beverage of choice? Also, if she's a curse bearer, why doesn't Vanitas just cure her of her curse? Or does he have to wait until she's like fully feral first?
Wait, what? Why?
Last night was the first time having my blood fed upon ever rocked me to my core.
Oh my god, this is so anime. I can't believe this is happening right now. This feels like a fan dub. I can't believe Vanitas is over here like, looking for thirsty women willing to drink me like a juice box. Not a euphemism.
What I'm saying is you and I have undeniable physical chemistry, my dear.
You lowlife! Stop saying things that would sound so untoward out of context!
Lady, I have been begging him for the exact same thing. Do you guys just want me to watch porn? Like, is that the intention here? To recommend me increasingly erotic shows until I'm eventually just watching actual pornography? This is literally just porn in disguise. It's just polite smut. Eventually I'm gonna run out of anime and the comments are just gonna be like, Day 3 of recommending big booty slut gets her dumpy busted.
I'm fine. It's just... ever since I found out about Jean drinking Vanitas' blood, I've been harboring this agonizing feeling in my chest.
I can't believe Noe is actually jealous of Jean. My god. The fanfictions literally write themselves.
I was angry because Jean got to taste it before I could.
What?
I don't know why she's acting like this is some goofy twist. As if this isn't exactly the direction I thought this conversation was going in. As if sucking blood wasn't a direct metaphor for fucking in this show.
What's with you?
Domi, what are you doing?
Hush! Don't you know men like you deserve to be gnawed on by women like me?
Do they? Are women out here just fucking biting dudes now? Really gotta leave my room more. Is he drinking her hand? Terrible spot to bite her in. Yeah, real sexy, no way? I hope she likes feeling incredible pain anytime she tries to grab something. It is funny how vampires are just like constantly drinking each other in this show though. I feel like in most vampire media, you don't see vampires drinking each other's blood. Like it's weird to see this society where it's completely socially acceptable to just drink each other.
That's what my father would say. So despite what it could mean for any future pursuits, I see a flower here now.
God, everybody's fucking everybody in this show, aren't they? I guess when your whole society's built upon biting other people's necks, your culture's bound to get at least a little bit polyamorous.
I'm surprised you haven't invited Jean to dance with you yet.
Sadly, I am not a very good dancer.
Imagine having that many earrings and not being a good dancer. The hell kind of false advertising is that? If I'm ever in need for a spontaneous dance lesson, the first person I'm seeking out is the man in the room with the most earrings.
You obviously had something on your mind. So that ham-fisted invitation to dance was just so you could ask me some ridiculous question about love?
Thanks, Vanitas. Way to handle that question with dignity and grace.
She's strong and delicate at the same time. Awkward and beautiful all at once. She has an ample bosom. She's fun to tease.
I can't believe Vanitas is actually in love with this woman. This romance plotline came in so suddenly and so aggressively, I genuinely thought it was a gag. I thought I just liked fucking with her. Like, I thought this was a bit.
It may sound absurd to you, but I simply have no interest at all in the sort of person who would harbor affection for me.
Actually, that's exactly as toxic as I expected you to be.
You never fail to let me know how much you care about me. And that makes me happy. You need never be sorry.
We're suck buddies, Domi, and nothing will ever change that.
You wouldn't believe it, teacher. We're actually here inside Castle Carbunculus.
Castle Carbunculus is my new favorite castle. It sounds like something a college student would name their frat house. Welcome to Castle Carbunculus, ladies. Shoes to the right, panties to the left. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously though, I'm just kidding. But seriously.
And truth be told, your teacher despises me with the utmost passion.
In fact, he was the one who blinded my right eye. Oh. He took everything from me!
Does that machine spark your interest? It's a difference engine given to me by Marquis Machina.
Is that not just a giant abacus? Difference engine is such a wildly cooler term for calculator. Why don't we still say that? Imagine rolling up to 8th grade math class rocking your TI-81 difference engine.
However, I now believe that what occurred at the Baal Mosque was a clear attempt to assassinate Lucius.
This guy's design is so sick. He looks like he was birthed from a stained glass window. He looks like he belongs on a Final Fantasy box art.
Whatever happened to your brother, Luca?
There's no need for us to discuss that.
Hey, Noe. What do you think happened to his brother? The brother who was cursed and hasn't been spoken about since. Just take a wild guess.
Salvation takes many forms. In other words, breaking his curse is not necessarily in that young man's best interest.
My bad, Noe. I'm glad you asked. That was absolutely not what I thought happened. You got this kid chained up in your garden? I guess it's better than killing him, but still. It's weird that this show is essentially just like The Last of Us, but with vampires. Like, at its core, it's less of a vampire show and more of a pandemic one.
Oh, it's simple, really. Shouldn't take long.
You see, I believe she gives rise to curse bearers, and I would like to confirm it for myself.
I love how Vanitas can't have one conversation without summoning a whole-ass orchestra. Like, he sees every conversation as an opportunity to be the most theatrical he can be.
It begs the question.
Uncle, is your queen even alive anymore?
Whoa, crazy line of questioning. I can't believe nobody's murdered Vanitas purely out of spite by now. This dude's just constantly waltzing around Vampire Land, smooching strangers and shouting treason.
Lord Uncle, please don't hurt him.
Way too late for don't hurt him, kid. Then we're on to don't kill him by now.
I want you out of here immediately, human. You malign the good name of our queen with every careless word you speak.
Starting to think Vanitas just says obnoxious shit because he likes being choked. I wouldn't be surprised. Never really takes long for him to get somebody to do it.
You would dare to behave that way toward the queen!
Try to stay calm, sir. You wanna fight?
Ooh, hope nobody chokes me for my insolence. Oh, that would be terrible.
Your Majesty, what am I going to do?
Is the queen actually dead? Why is her body still in the bed? Bury that shit. What, are they afraid that people will be suspicious if they walk in and she's not there? They're gonna be way more suspicious if they walk in and she's a corpse. Your Majesty, I've come with your son. Oh my goodness! The queen is merely tired. She's purple. Yes, well, she gets purple when she's tired.
I was walking alone, and then some dastardly ruffian mistook me for a vampire and nearly ran off with me. But they fled the moment they realized I was a dom.
The moment they what?
A dom?
As in Dompier, half vampire and half human.
As in rat bastard, you knew exactly what you were doing.
Oh dear, never seen a Dompier before.
I think he's just reeling after you told him you domed your way out of a situation, you whore.
I know who's behind all the vampire disappearances and who Old Man Orlok's after. The church's anti-vampire unit. The Chasseurs.
Oh, this is about to get weird, isn't it? This is about to get weird and way too kinky, isn't it? It's never a good sign when your already overly horny show introduces the Catholic Church.
I knew that Paris had an ossuary underground, but it's much more of a tourist trap than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's weird that one of Paris's largest tourist attractions is like a literal Dark Souls cave. I can't wait for our tour of Paris together, my love. The astonishing Eiffel Tower, the delectable cuisine, the bone chasm. We are not going to... Yes, we are, Sandra! Yes, we are going to the bone chasm! You know I don't care about the stupid tower!
That simply wouldn't do. Chasseurs and vampires still harbor quite a bit of bad blood, for lack of a better term.
Definitely don't love this Dom creeping out of the shadows to stroke himself against Noe's pussy.
Hey, the best hiding spot is right under your nose. Everybody knows that's stupid. Stupid.
It's nice to know that to become a successful writer in the film industry, you don't really have to be that smart. You know what I mean? Like an adult wrote this scene and then somebody translated it and turned it into a wildly successful television show. I can at least write that.
I don't know where we're going tonight, but don't worry. I took a nice catnap before we left.
Noe, I swear to God, you are at serious medical risk of receiving a smooch. You gotta cut this shit out.
But, Vanitas, how do you know about this place?
Because he's a fucking weirdo. What do you mean? You can answer any question you have about Vanitas with the phrase, because he's a weirdo.
Are these remains supposed to be special or something?
No, I think...
Inside this room, all of the bones are from vampires.
You know what? I think I may actually love this guy. That was a pretty sweet introduction to this vampire hunting church boy. I like his style. His personality, that is, not his actual style. Dude looks like a human whimsicott.
I decided I should go out for a walk.
Uh-huh.
So, who are you two guys? What could possibly bring you down into the Labyrinth at such a late hour?
Not vampires, that's for sure. Blood? Yuck. Suckin'? No thanks, I'd rather blow. Actually, it's a funny story. Actually, these guys work at a balloon factory because they love the opposite of sucking so damn much. Right, guys?
Then we ended up getting lost for several hours.
Well, did you say you're lost? That's funny, I'm lost as well.
Guess this guy wasn't doing the super intimidating power move I thought he was. I thought he was like alpha dogging these two the entire time.
Do you think there's any possible way we can subdue this guy?
Not at all. At least, no way that I can think of.
I love that they're low-key terrified of this guy without him even doing anything. Like, him just being one of the church's high-ranking paladins is enough for both of them to be like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't fight this guy.
Sure.
I think there's some writing on this wall.
Where?
Hey!
Fucking beautiful. Yeah, okay, this is my favorite character. I love this guy's, like, tactical buffoonery. That was so sick.
A flash grenade? What's happening to my eyes?
Whoa, he hit him with an LSD grenade. What, did he throw soap in your eyes? It's like POV, you're a bubble.
Vampires are our prey, and our blade sweeps eternal. So saith the Lord God.
This is wildly hype. I love everything about what's going on right now. I love this giant, vague weapon. I love the fact that he just injected himself with nonsense. I love that he goofed them into letting their guard down. I just love seeing somebody who's really good at their job. Like, that's so satisfying to me. And that is episodes... God, speaking of people being good and or bad at their job, 7 and 8 of the case study of Vanitas. I like that we have, like, some antagonists being introduced outside of Charlatan. I almost said Charlemagne. I like that we have some new antagonists. That's very cool. Not as good so far as like episode 5. Episode 5 still like reigns supreme out of all the ones I've seen. But yeah, as always, let me know in the comments what your favorite moments from this video were. Comment your favorite episode of the season so far below as well, and I will see you guys next time.
Hold on to me, baby. Won't you come a little closer? Where I live for now. I wrote down what you said to me, baby.